My brother told everyone I stole from our dying grandmother. Turns out he was the one draining her accounts, and I just found the bank statements. I'm 29. My brother Tyler's 32. Growing up, he was the golden child. Charismatic, successful, always knew what to say. Star athlete in high school, full scholarship to college, landed a cushy accounting job right after graduation. I was the quiet one who kept my head down, barely scraped through community college, and ended up working construction. Not glamorous, but honest work. 2 years ago, our grandmother got sick. Dementia hit her hard and fast. Within months, she couldn't remember our names half the time. My parents were overwhelmed trying to manage her care while working full-time, so they asked Tyler to handle her finances since he works in accounting. Made perfect sense at the time. He was the responsible one, the numbers guy, the one everyone trusted. I visited Grandma twice a week at her assisted living facility, brought her cookies, sat with her even when she didn't recognize me. Tyler showed up maybe once a month, always talking about how busy work was keeping him. 6 months after he took over her accounts, everything exploded. It was Thanksgiving dinner. Whole family gathered around my parents' table. Turkey, stuffing, the works. Right before dessert, Tyler stood up and cleared his throat like he was about to give a toast. Instead, he announced I'd been stealing from Grandma's accounts, said he'd been investigating discrepancies for weeks, pulled out printed spreadsheets from his briefcase, transactions highlighted in yellow, showed withdrawal after withdrawal, all labeled with dates and amounts. His voice was shaking like it hurt him to expose me. $47,000, he said, gone over the past 6 months. My parents looked at me like I was a complete stranger. My sister started crying. My uncle pushed back from the table, face red. Tyler said he didn't want to involve police because of the family, but I needed to pay back every cent and never contact Grandma again. I was so shocked I couldn't even form words. My mouth opened and closed, but nothing came out. Everyone believed him instantly. Of course they did. Tyler was the successful one, the accountant, the golden child. I was just the construction worker who barely graduated community college. I tried to explain I'd never touched her accounts, didn't even have access, but nobody wanted to hear it. My dad told me to leave, said he was disgusted. My mom wouldn't even look at me. I got cut off, blocked on every platform. My sister sent one text saying I was dead to her. Calls went straight to voicemail. I tried showing up at my parents' house twice, but they wouldn't answer the door. 3 months later, Grandma died. I found out from her obituary online. Nobody told me. I wasn't invited to the funeral. I drove by the cemetery the day after and left flowers on fresh dirt alone. I threw myself into work, picked up every overtime shift available, stopped going to family restaurants or stores where I might run into them, built a new life with a few friends who believed me. Last week, completely out of nowhere, I got a call from an estate lawyer named Patricia Chen. Said she was handling Grandma's estate. Apparently, Grandma had made me beneficiary of a small savings account years ago, back when I was in high school. One Tyler didn't know existed. Just $8,000, but it was something. I had to come in and sign paperwork, verify my identity, standard stuff. Patricia seemed nice, professional. While processing everything, she paused and frowned at her computer screen. Asked if I'd had any contact with my grandmother's primary accounts over the past 2 years. I told her no. Told her the whole story, actually. Everything just spilled out. Her frown deepened. She said something seemed off and asked if I'd be willing to wait while she pulled some records. I had nowhere else to be. 20 minutes later, she came back with a stack of bank statements. Grandmother's main checking and savings accounts. Complete transaction history for the past 3 years. She spread them across the conference table and walked me through it. Every single withdrawal Tyler had blamed on me was actually him. $53,000 total, systematically stolen while he had power of attorney. The spreadsheet he'd shown at Thanksgiving used real transactions, but he'd fabricated earlier dates to make it look like they happened before he had access. Then he'd blamed everything on me to cover his tracks and ensure nobody would investigate further. Patricia said this was textbook embezzlement and fraud. Said I had grounds for a lawsuit, both civil and criminal. Asked if I wanted her to refer me to someone who specialized in elder financial abuse cases. I sat there staring at those statements, 2 years of anger finally making sense. Then I pulled out my phone, photographed every page, and uploaded them to a cloud drive. I forwarded everything to my parents, Tyler, my sister, my uncle, and the family group chat that I was still somehow in but had been muted from. One message, "See you in court." My phone started ringing before I even left the parking lot.